And how's it going, everybody? It is Skullzi here with the latest gaming news, rumors, and speculation. Today we are jumping back into that Starfield, only this time we aren't jumping in alone. We'll have our trusty space cat or space dog at our side because the trend of amazing community discoveries continues as somebody potentially found evidence straight from Bethesda indicating that Starfield may very well allow us, as the player, to have in-game pets. And no, I'm not just talking about that cute little space elfique that we all saw in that concept art. There's a lot more to this situation than that, and you're definitely going to want to stick around until the end of the video for this one because I believe there's even more evidence straight from Bethesda on top of this community discovery to help support all this. So let's not waste any more time and get straight into today's content. First off, huge shout out and much appreciation to the person that actually made this discovery, Forsaken Leak 6488 over on Reddit. Like the mysterious dancing plague of the medieval ages, the community right now seems to be stuck in a Shea Gorath-induced mad trend of rewatching that E3 2021 Starfield trailer over and over and over again. And rightfully so, of course, as there are still new and very interesting discoveries made in this very trailer that seem to confirm lore elements and even gameplay elements within Starfield all at the same time, which also further indicates that perhaps there are even more secrets hiding away in plain sight awaiting to be seen. So get out there, community, down that skooma bottle and rewatch this trailer for another 1000th time because that's exactly what Forsaken Leak did, and they found this. About 50 seconds into that E3 2021 Starfield official trailer, Field Star 2021 trailer official, we can see the ancient technology known as a table, supporting various items such as weapon, flashlight or grenade, or perhaps futuristic masturbation tube, the legendary Starfield sentient sandwich, spacebook, space money, and of course food such as ye old chunky garlic potato friends. But Forsaken Leak noticed something interesting, this particular something right here. At first glance, this looked like it could just be cereal time, or perhaps dirt, as somebody pointed out, and they think it's dirt for some reason, but this table seems to hold items of immediate importance to the player, things that they would pick up or set down on their way onto or off of the ship. But even more importantly, this table seems to be where the player eats their strange space meals, which include 2 servings of worms for some reason, Bethesda. So with all this in mind, with this table primarily focusing on eating and food, it would make little to no sense for there to be a random container of dirt chilling next to your food and your firearms. So it's most likely something edible, either boring cereal flakes, strange brown future food pellets, or maybe it's pet food, because out of all the potential edibles this substance could be, pet food seems to fit the bill the most. There are actual containers in real life that exist right now that actually look like this and are mostly used for containing pet food. It actually makes a lot of sense for this to be a pet food container, as there is even a hole on the top to easily pour the food out into the pet dish. Combine this with the fact that Bethesda decided to specifically make Space Cat front and center of one of their more home-themed concept arts, and I'd say this is almost certainly cat food or just some sort of pet food in general. Bethesda even went as far as building entire utility companies within the game's lore as well, so with such attention to detail and deep lore building, it would only make sense for Bethesda to remember that cats and dogs also eat the substance known as food, and that pet food would be included within the game's universe as well. It's also worth noting that food in particular has been seen numerous times so far in various Starfield concept art, everything from field ration packs to cafeteria-style tray food to even portable food packets. Food has a lot more attention to it than previous Bethesda Game Studios concept art, from what I've seen so far, at least in my opinion. So again, it seems obvious that with such attention to food, that it would only make sense for pets to have food within the game world as well, and it just wouldn't be something that's an oversight, like where people go to the bathroom in Skyrim. Where do they go? Do they just go out in the woods? It makes no sense. This isn't where our story ends though. While I do believe everything I talked about so far does indeed suggest we'll have pets within Starfield, there's even more further evidence to support this. Bethesda Game Studios has been messing around with the idea of pets within their games for quite a while now. There is of course dog meat in Fallout, but dog meat operates more on a unique style of follower or companion level rather than like a specific player pet. However, in Fallout 4, one can literally have an entire settlement populated with cats. You'd have to build a lot of cages and get a lot of Mirelurk meat and trap them all, but it can definitely be done. And also, furthermore, within Skyrim, one can have various pets at their player homestead all also. But that isn't even the main evidence here either. It continues. In the recent 2021 Fallout 76 roadmap, Bethesda listed in a winter update that one of the new major additions into Fallout 76 would be an overhauled player pet system, or more specifically, pets for your player home camps. However, it seems like this is something Bethesda Game Studios has been wanting to do within Fallout 76 for quite a while now, even as far back as 2020, but they're apparently having trouble implementing it into the way they want it to be implemented into 76. Maybe it's because they're having issues developing a better pet system while operating on the Fallout 76 fork of that creation engine, but clearly though, Bethesda has had an interest in player pets for quite a long time now, with 76 perhaps even seeing the biggest implementation of the player pet system yet, if Bethesda Game Studios can actually ever get that into the game. But this is where things get interesting. Starfield doesn't run on the Fallout 76 fork of the creation engine. It doesn't even necessarily run on the creation engine at all. It's the creation engine 2, the biggest engine overhaul ever within Bethesda Game Studios history, and Starfield is the first BGS game to run on this engine, meaning the in-depth player pet system that BGS is having trouble working on into Fallout 76 could easily work within Starfield, as Creation Engine 2 no doubt has a lot more advanced technology and is easier to work with than the 76 version of their now outdated older creation engine. So if we combine the fact that Starfield is more capable of doing something Bethesda has clearly been wanting to do for quite a while now and is having trouble doing as recently as Fallout 76, along with the fact that both cat food and an actual cat can be seen within Starfield's official trailer and concept art, then I'd say it's almost certain pets will be within the game, and that we as the player will no doubt be able to have pets as well. Furthermore, if we as the player can have pets, it's almost certain that we'd also be able to have player homes as well, or at least have a player home of sorts within our spaceship, as both our pets and ourselves would need a place to bunk down and relax after a long day of space adventures. And along with a new game engine and an apparent attempt to overhaul the pet system in 76, I'd say this is a lot more than just a unique follower that happens to be a pet. There will likely be pets that stay within the safety of our ship or our player home, pets that help us in combat, maybe pets that help us scavenge or find areas of interest. We'll likely have to make sure we have pet food available in order to utilize the buffs and abilities of these pets, and for those of you who aren't as excited for a pet system like this, you don't have to do it. Just like the settlement building system of old, it's just there for those that want to mess with it, along with the rewards for those that do. It won't be necessary. You won't have to feed your space dog in order to advance to the next main quest, and your space dog probably won't even starve to death if you don't feed it either. It'll just be more of like a system where as long as they are fed and happy, you unlock the rewards or abilities that come with it. This is all just speculation, of course. It's clear pets will be in Starfield to some degree, just how much, as of yet, is to be determined. That's everything I wanted to talk about today, though. As always, let me know what you think about all this down in the comments below. Thumbs up if you enjoy the content. It helps the channel out a lot more than you may think, and be sure to subscribe to help the community grow and the channel. And huge shout out to the following amazing people, and much love for going above and beyond to support the channel and the community. Get a permanent feature video shout out by supporting the channel over on Ko-fi, Patreon, or here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. You get added to this list and be featured at the end of every single one of my future videos. Links for all this and more are down in the description below, as well as a link for Skullzi merchandise and the Skullzi Discord server. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when Space Khajiit has wares if you have credits.
It just works.